What's good, everybody? Welcome to another Dorm Talking episode. Today's video is sponsored by xxSteam. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and watch till the end of this video for more information on that. We're actually doing a giveaway, a sticker giveaway in collaboration with them, so you don't want to miss it. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and watch till the end of this video for more information on that. All right? Bet. Let's get into it.
So here we go.
What's up, everybody? This is Dorm Talking coming back with another video. We will be discussing No Way Home. There will be a lot of spoilers, pretty much the whole video. So yeah, let's get into it.
Bet. And we are going to be discussing the plot, character, Easter eggs, how this is going to affect the rest of the MCU, and then we're going to blast Jax because he didn't really mess with the movie that much. So there's going to be time codes. Hopefully, if I can find a way to do time codes. So there's going to be time codes so that y'all can jump around and everything, because this is probably going to be one of our longer videos. So yeah, let's get in. Who wants to tell us what the story was? Who wants to get into a brief synopsis of the story? Isaac, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so just a quick synopsis of the story. So I'm assuming everybody's watched this video have seen the last Spider-Man movie, Far From Home. So at the end of that, he gets his identity leaked by Mysterio. So yeah, we start off that, and basically he just gets screwed. So like literally all the press is on him. Everybody's either looking at him bad or good. He's losing scholarships. His life is just messed up, basically. So then enters Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange can do a lot of stuff. So he's trying to see if he can get Doctor Strange to pretty much fix everything and basically make everybody forget that he's Spider-Man. Long story short, he tries to do a little too much and things just go south. And so now we got all these different characters who all know Spider-Man from different universes coming into this universe.
Can we talk about how this dude right here, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, could not literally be quiet during the literally, if he never said anything, bro,
That is true.
it would have been fine.
Roll
Bro,
credits.
all he had to say was, bro, just everyone, like my mom and everything, it would have been fine, or his aunt. No, he's like, the mailman who saw me last night talking to Mary Jane. I'm like, dang, bro, this man is like Matt when we go to the daggum food line, always changing the orders.
Time out.
That dude be adding stuff like late.
Yeah.
Like we'll be driving off and he'll be like, yo, let me get a barbecue sauce.
Finish the plot.
Oh yeah.
I have
Okay.
some Cinnaballs as well. Thank you.
Yeah,
You already paid?
Oh yeah, okay. So now we got all these different Spider-Man villains. We got like Doc Ock, we got Sandman, we got Electro. Who was another one? There's one more. Green Goblin.
Lizard.
Green Goblin and the Lizard. Yeah. So all these people who know who Spider-Man is from different universes, all in this world. So basically, Doctor Strange gives him like this like magic thing device or whatever to like zap him into like his dungeon or whatever.
Yeah.
So that way they can just like contain them, get rid of them, because we're like causing havoc and stuff like that. So it's going out and doing that, and then this is when we find out that they all have died in their Spider-Man universe already. So Peter Parker, being the good person he is, he doesn't want to send them back to the universes because he's just basically killing them. So yeah, pretty much. Then we go from there.
Green
Might have to
Goblin comes through, messes everything up, kills Aunt May, and probably one of the best fight scenes.
Saddest time of the whole movie.
Aunt May. We can get into everything from like the first. We can talk about
because it's a huge movie.
It's a big movie. We can talk about talk about like the first half.
An unusually large movie.
Okay.
Oh
Okay. All right, Jackson, watch yourself, please.
So anyway, So
Jackson about to get popped.
no cap. Say one more thing, bro. Say one more
Let
thing.
me add it, bro.
Chill out.
Let me add it.
So basically,
Somebody mute his mic.
I just love how it started off like right after No Way or Far From Home. It's like it was literally like the second after, so that we could really see like the aftermath and how everybody would react to finding out the identity of Spider-Man, like right then and there. People started like trying to take his mask off, abusing him, and then someone was like, "Spider-Man hit me." So that was dope. And then
Man, Spider-Man hit you, your lungs would have been broken.
Hey, Doctor Strange, right? Bro lost to Spider-Man, bro.
That is fair.
That
He
was kind
lost
of
to
wild.
Spider-Man, and like Madison said, he lost to Spider-Man off of Spider-Man's high school geometry, bro. Is it pi equals r
Can we just talk about
squared
how fire that
divided
was,
by
though?
2?
That was kind of fun.
That whole scene.
And then what? He gets webbed up for 12 hours?
That is kind of wild.
No.
Dr.
Yeah, that
Strange
was
couldn't
wild.
just like
Exactly.
But to be fair,
it's his reality.
To be fair, what could Doctor Strange could have done? Like,
It's his world, Messiah. Like those, he could have just dissipated the webs. Like those didn't happen.
but if you remember Doctor Strange, well, that I feel that. But if you remember Doctor Strange, like the first movie, he can't move unless he has that ring. He doesn't do it himself. Like the
Nah.
little point rings.
Putting too much energy on something that does not matter with so much big stuff that happened in the actual
Thank
movie.
you.
Like
That's what I'm saying. Let's get back
you know
to
what-
the.
this man
You know
totally
what's
went
a
to
big thing that
sleep.
No,
You
no.
know what's a really big thing that
I don't
happened?
know. I
And
mean-
I actually was screaming for the fact that they put Matthew Murdock in the movie. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, and no
That
one
was
knew who that
crazy.
was. No
Nah,
one
that was
knew
wild.
who that was.
No, it's crazy, Jalen. You called that too when we saw the trailer. Like as soon as you
didn't
saw it, they barely even showed it.
I
When I
did.
saw it, I was like, "Oh shoot, he was right."
yeah.
I mean, you know,
I was all there.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but yeah, I'm a prophet. But anyway,
Oh, what?
Oh my God.
All right.
so let's
Oh my
let's
God.
talk about that hotel fight. So basically he brings all the villains. So like as Isaac said, he's trying to save all the villains. So he brings them all to Happy's place, and he's trying to create cures for them. And so, long story short, they break out, right? Because they're like, why would we give up our powers? Basically, so Electro sees an arc reactor, bro. He's like, yo, that's a lot of power. He takes that joint, soups up. Can we talk about how that transformation from Electro being like a big blue blob to now he has
Yeah.
like a fresh fade?
Crisp
That
fade.
was
Boy,
fire. I'm not gonna lie.
buff.
That was fire.
I guess that's what lightning does.
And I mean, it matched his character too,
Lightning-
because
Lightning
that was his
just
whole
fixed it.
thing. Is it Electro wanted to be like the cool dude. He wanted people to look at him. So it makes sense that he gets a makeover. It's where he's not like this little nerd anymore. And then Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx definitely wanted an excuse to play himself instead of like a character in this
yeah.
movie. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you could tell that was not Max from last movie. That was Jamie Foxx.
No,
the
that
entire
was
time.
no continuity.
Definitely
That's why,
Jamie Foxx.
like in the trailer, I thought that they were going to pull like it's Electro, but like Electro from like an entire another reality. Because I was like,
Yeah.
this does not look like the Max from the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
No.
It
Yeah.
didn't feel like him at all. It was literally Jamie Foxx.
It
being
was
a
even
cool
close.
dude.
They
It
weren't
almost
even.
looked like I from the trailer. I thought it was gonna be like the classic Electro, like with the green and yellow.
No, I mean, I like the
Yeah.
take on it though. Like
Yeah.
when he
That's
would
how
like
it looked
shock
at
up
first, but
and like the
You
thing
saw
on his
the-
face and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope.
And so basically, they break out. Goblin and Peter get into a brawl fest, bro. They are
That was
boxing.
insane.
That boy
They are
slammed him through the
boxing.
floor.
Yeah,
That's probably one of the most gruesome
Left him in
fights
the
I've seen in the
air.
Marvelverse, bro.
Down, 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 down. Bro.
No,
That's
And he threw him out for the lizard to put him back in. That was disgusting.
That was
Lizard
fire.
said, "Told you, boom, just right back in." I was like, damn.
He put one of those PS4, like if y'all have played Spider-Man PS4, he like flipped up, then like webbed the ground, and then like came down on him and went to
Yeah.
the ground.
Man
That
saw
joint was
triangle and circle above his head.
he said that Willem Dafoe meme. But yeah, so that was a good fight. That was probably my favorite fight in the whole movie.
That was an anime fight scene. I'm not even gonna
He
care.
was like using black.
It
Widow
was,
moves
100%.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. He was all on his shoulders, and it was tough. That was a
It
tough
was-
fight.
When he was punching him in the face and dude was
Ooh.
laughing, that was wild.
No, that
Nah.
was so.
He took
good.
that joint so hard.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
I just
like, and you know, in that moment, like at least his face looked like you could tell he was second guessing if he really should have been helping him at that point. Because like when he was pressing, you just saw him laughing. He was like, "Wait, like yo, this dude is actually like insane." Because I think for a while that Spider-Man has not seen like mentally ill type of villains. You know what I mean? Most of them were just like crooks, narcissistic and stuff like that. But like Goblin is just, he is such a good job.
Goblin was a different level.
Willem Dafoe in this movie killed the role. Like they allowed him to emote with his face, and that's one of the best things that Willem Dafoe does. Is that he's a face actor, bro. Like in The Amazing Spider-Man, which is an amazing movie, he was had a mask for like the entire movie. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But he was able to emote. You were able to really see that the Goblin was taking over.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how strong Goblin was until like he was
smacking him up
with Spark, right? Throwing him through floors. It's like what?
Yeah. And Willem Dafoe did his own stunts, bro. Shout out to 60-year-old Willem Dafoe, man.
That is tough.
Since we're still talking about him, that was funny when he was like in the dungeon thing, and then he was like, he did the thing. I am somewhat of a scientist myself.
Yeah.
No, that was funny. The callback.
Yeah. I love
that. But they had so many good moments like that in the movie, though.
Oh yeah. So after that, Peter Parker gets framed for the whole thing, and they have a beautiful range shot.
That was so fine.
Where it's just him, looking at the J. Jonah Jameson and seeing like everything get blamed on him. And he just lost Aunt May. And Aunt May dies. But yeah, he just lost Aunt May. You can feel that, like the gravitas of that scene, because it's like, yo.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I do want to stop it real quick. Let's literally rewind back to Aunt May, because we cannot gloss over that huge death.
Yeah,
and then
important.
you gotta talk about I don't know the actor's name, but her performance in that scene was actually so bro.
It was
her performance was wild.
It was tough.
Did you see when that glider got the way that the scene was positioned was they wanted you to feel like she had a chance. They wanted you to feel like she was gonna get up and go away. And then you could see Marissa Tomei. She was like in shock. She was like, you could tell she was like racing, shaking, bro. Her speech was messed up. But she was just like, trying to act like she was okay for Peter and power through. And then, she takes that one step forward with Peter, and then she sits back down. Yeah. And you're like, dang. That's when the realization sets in. She's probably not going to make it.
And then, like, you see his fingers, like, have blood on it, and you're like, wait a second.
Oh, my gosh.
And she's still asking the question.
I knew she got stabbed, too, bro. I was like,
yeah, I'm not going to cap. Wait,
I thought shoulder or something.
What?
I thought she got hit on her shoulder or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't realize at first that she like got impaled by the thing.
Yeah, no. When I saw her get like hit with the thing, I think I literally said to Nate, I was like, "Yo, how is she still alive?" And then
that's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, I swear she got stabbed with his thing or something.
Because I literally had flashbacks from the first movie. I was like, "Ain't no way, bro."
I was going to say,
I could tell though.
It was plot. They make her live this plot, but I still wanted her to live that. And that to me felt so cheap, because like he already lost Uncle Ben. I was like, why are they gonna make him lose this one too? Like that's just overkill now.
All right, so basically, you have that scene, that heartbreaking scene when he loses on May, and then you have another heartbreaking scene where it's all pegged on him. So you have to think about he's dealing with the grief and having to leave Aunt May there, getting shot, and then having it all being pegged on him. That's a lot to lose, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot to put on just one person.
No.
Spider-Man needs therapy and a hug, bro.
Like, he does.
That
man was on the roof crying in the rain, bro, looking at J. Jonah Jameson.
Man, his voice got
to kill Jonah. Like when I was looking at it, I was like, bro, he about to go after Jonah's neck, and then I was like, well, it's not really Jonah's fault. He's just doing his job, But like I would have been mad at him because he just pointing me as like a bad guy. Like
Jonah goes above and beyond for his job. That was a little too extra. This man, that was like in the face of danger. This man's still trying to frame this dude. Like what?
I know that's
it was. The thing is, it's dumb too because like since he knows his identity, he knows that's his aunt. Right. And so I'm sure with all the other stuff he knows, he probably knew they were close or whatever like that. And the fact that he's still trying to blame that on him.
Right. I mean, he just has a vendetta against Spider-Man, bro. Yeah. It just blinds him. Right. It literally blinds him no matter what.
And it's literally in every universe. He has that same thing.
J.K. Simmons kills it as always. Killed it as always.
Of course. Nobody can portray hatred for Spider-Man like J.K. Simmons.
Big fact.
That boy reminded me of he reminded me of their universe and put him like Alex Jones. He really
no, he did. I saw telling Jay.
I think that was the parallel.
Based him off Alex Jones.
Yeah, he was giving me like big Alex Jones vibe.
Because
like,
even in the beginning, they said that he was like a controversial news station. Like, it didn't seem like a main source for media. He seemed like, a conspiracy theory type.
I mean, he was he started off in his basement, bro. Y'all did with the green.
Yeah, I saw that.
Green and everything.
Yeah, that was funny. But anyway, so
the very next scene.
So we pan to Ned and Zendaya, and or MJ, but I'm just Zendaya for the video. So we have Ned and Zendaya. They're getting the news. They're crying. Ned. So in the fight between Doctor Strange and Tom Holland, Spider-Man gets the sling ring. He gives it to Ned, and so Ned's just like, "Yo, all right, bro. I wish that we had Peter," while him and Zendaya are crying. And then you see a little spark, and you're like, "What?" And so he does it again, and then he does it again, and then it pans to an alley.
Oh,
that was, bro.
That was nuts.
Literally, I was sitting there thinking, and as like as he was turning everything, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's gonna come through, whatever. And as he got closer and walked, and I realized the suit was different, bro. I dang lost my mind.
The moment he hesitated, and like didn't just like run to him, I was like, wait a second.
Because Ned and MJ looked at
he looks a little bit taller. Something's not right here.
Yeah, I literally was like, wait, bro. Is that?
I was like, what's about to happen?
Is that?
He was like, you know who it is.
He comes through, runs through, jumps in. The theater erupts, bro. He takes off his mask. It's my boy Andrew Garfield.
Yes,
oh my god!
Hey, don't act all excited now for the video because you trash Amazing Spider-Man.
No. Let me say this, bro. Amazing Spider-Man had a really good Spider-Man with a bad plot.
Thank you. I literally said that Andrew is my favorite portrayal of Spider-Man, but those are dog water trash movies.
Yeah,
that's why it really makes you think like. It's not just the actors you have to worry about. You have to worry about the actual script writers and stuff like that. Because you could have a whole bunch of good people in a poopy movie, bro.
It was funny, bro.
Like throughout the entire movie, he was perfectly fine. Like there was never a moment where I was just like, wow, I hate Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Like, he was a pretty good Spider-Man.
Most of this movie,
it's just the movie he was in. Like, I was so sad.
I was about to say, most of this movie's plot was literally them trying to rewrite what they did wrong in Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 1. Like, so, I mean, it's true. It's big facts.
Yeah, it actually is.
And then, so my boy Andrew, they have a really funny scene where, MJ just pelted him with bread. And, he jumps on the wall. He has to get the little cobweb and stuff. And so that was hilarious. And then Ned decides to do it again. And then it's my boy, Tobey Maguire. He turns around.
That was wild.
The theater erupted again, bro. Theater erupted and claps and cheers. It's just regular Tobey Maguire and his regular
clothes.
His regular
that
clothes.
Man looks like he literally was called on the day of in his normal clothes and said, "Oh shoot!" Like,
no thanks.
Bro, we're gonna mention the fact that I had to start up the clap in the movie theater for Tobey Maguire when we saw it, bro. I was about to get really mad at those people that will clap for Andrew Garfield and not Tobey.
I like Tobey Maguire better.
That's what I'm saying. Tobey's was better, and they were just. When I tell you guys, the movie theater was silent when they saw them. I had to start up the clap.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, bro, what is going on with y'all people? Bro?
They only clap for my boy
Tobey. There's a bunch of little kids, they don't really know Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man for real.
But all of y'all like Tobey Maguire more?
I like.
I have respect for all of them.
I grew up on Tobey.
No, that's sex.
I mean,
Spider-Man 2, bro.
Those are my favorite movies.
I think
if we're taking everything, he's the best like overall Spider-Man Peter Parker. But my favorite portrayal of Spider-Man is still Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Like, when he's Spider-Man. But that's just me though. That's just me.
Yeah, personally, I like Andrew Garfield more personally.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We gotta have somebody for Holland. So I'll be Holland.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Tom Holland to me.
I like
straight
Tom Holland the most too.
But like before him, it would have been like what's his name, Andrew Garfield. But I think Tom Holland just like with the whole Marvel, he has a Marvel buff, bro. Like when you're with Marvel, I think like everything's just better.
Yeah, it's facts.
That's true. I mean, the man.
The thing about Andrew Garfield
Tony
too.
Stark, bro.
That is true.
I feel like he talks too much as a Spider-Man, but that's another thing. But he's
I mean,
not a very good
Spider-Man is
Spider-Man. Let's be
talking,
honest.
right?
Let's be honest.
I mean, Spider-Man is corny and does talk a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
No. Yeah, okay,
That's
but
his main thing.
in Amazing Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, he was very witty. You know what I'm saying? Like he was smart. And in Tom Holland Spider-Man, he's smart, but he's a child. It's just like
I mean, he's the youngest Spider-Man, bro.
That's true. That's true.
He's in high school.
I mean, it actually does feel like he's in high school though.
Well, technically, the Tobey Maguire was in high school.
Yeah,
No,
true.
no.
Tobey
No, he
Maguire
wasn't.
was in high school for like 2 seconds, bro. He was in high school for 2 seconds.
How do you have these grown men with like borderline? They should have just had like, you know what I mean? These grown men, they look like fathers coming in for like.
That boy
like,
was 30, graduating in the 12th grade.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like
he
those
hasn't
Spider-Man did not look smart. They look dumb. Like why are they held back so long? Like they did not look like high schoolers at all. They look stupid.
Alright.
But honestly, that's it. I'm really glad with the way they did that. Like, the way they were really, because I was curious of how because I had a feeling they were gonna be in it, but I was just wanted to know like how are they gonna introduce them, and it was close.
They
to
introduced them like they were in a
it was
show.
so good.
No facts. You can literally hear the
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they introduced them like they were
in a sitcom.
Yeah, they were like in a sitcom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had it any other way, man. It was beautiful.
It's just like this the whole thing. Like he was just saying the emphasis on well, I can't remember. He said something like "Show me Peter Parker" something like that, or trying to be. Yeah, and when he said Peter Parker again, just like that, I was like, "Oh, I know what they're about to do."
Yeah, they had.
It was just so good. Like
that one was so tough, bro. That reveal, perfect.
And the scene where like they both see each other, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and they like literally do the same thing. Like that was.
Oh my gosh!
I love
they
that so
backflip.
much. Yeah, like they like it was just crazy. Oh my goodness, such a beautiful scene.
And I love like the rapport building and how they just like have conversations. That was honestly so
the
good.
chemistry.
And one and so like, bro, just like make them like talk about the different stuff that they have going on. Like that would be so cool. I remember having like seeing fans theorize. Like it would just be so cool to have like Spider-Man talking about their different universes and stuff. That's what we got. It was just beautiful. It was so nice.
The chemistry between the Spider-Mans, like when they were all in the labs trying to make the antidotes for everybody and stuff like that, and they were just like talking, you know, there's just good rapport, banter back and forth, like just Spider-Man just chopping it up.
I will say this though.
The organic webs.
Tobey Maguire cannot, his acting skills are gone. That man was talking all the time.
Hey, his acting skills are not gone.
With great power comes great responsibility.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Toby. His acting skills are not gone. Please stop. He's rusty because he's old.
Was awkward,
okay,
though.
I know he's old, but like, dang, like y'all. I'm sorry.
Didn't the first Spider-Man come out in 2002 with him? Please.
Yeah, that man's like in his mid-40s.
He's like 46.
He's 46.
I'm just glad they had good bounce off with like Ned and everything like that, because if it was him alone and nobody bounced off of it.
Oh my god.
But if you think about it, that's actually Tobey Maguire was always that awkward Peter Parker in like every movie.
No, he was like, but you could tell this time it wasn't as smooth. Like because I know he was that awkward, like with the things he'd say, but he said it like, I don't know, kind of like, what's that word?
Things were off.
Quirky.
You think he said it like kind of dry? Or like
no, this one, yeah, the worst one he said dry, but like he's always been that like weird things he'd say, but like he lost his edge with it. Like you know how back then when he make little jokes at Green Goblin or something like that, or still say, you know, even when he said great power, great responsibility, he said it in his own like nerdy type of. He got into the role. This one, you could just tell like it was
okay, and that's true. He wasn't as teary-eyed in this one as he normally is in all the other Spider-Mans, but he was never going to be as smooth as Andrew Garfield's or Tom Holland's because that wasn't ever his character. So when you like look at it, I feel like I thought about it more. I'm like, yeah, he was never going to be those two. And when you see like those two as like Peter Parker, I feel like they were better Peter Parker, like especially Tom Holland's Peter Parker. He was a better Peter Parker than Tobey Maguire's. It was a smoother Peter Parker, but Tobey Maguire was always supposed to be that awkward, like didn't really talk.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. I'm just saying like I'm not even talking about the because he still did it right. I was just talking about more so on Tobey Maguire as an actor himself. He was just rusty in that because he still did the awkward Spider-Man, but it was an awkward stale. But like it seemed like it was unintentional, low key, or like he was just like that man just looked tired. He just looked tired. Like
he said that boy old.
Yeah,
Gramps reprising his role.
Honestly, I was just happy to see him. I don't care. He could have literally been stale faced and not done anything, and I still would have cheered the same.
That's what I'm saying. They could have literally put in the movie for 5 seconds to be like, "We believe in you," and go back, and I would have went crazy. Like they did that, like in anime, how they always like the power of friendship type thing. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Like,
I'm not gonna cap. I did not expect them to be in the final fight.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. I was like, was that a mistake, or did y'all think that was like really good?
Died.
What'd you say?
I said if all three of them weren't there to fight, Tom Holland, the Tom Holland Spider-Man would have died.
That's
straight up.
Oh, of course.
Already give him the work, bro. What?
Oh yeah, he stood no chance.
3 of them were still getting
tag team. We got whooped.
3 of them. They barely won.
Like,
and Tom Holland could barely beat Goblin. I mean, first of all, he didn't beat Goblin.
Yeah.
Well,
except for
the second time, boy, he was killing that man. What are you talking about?
That's because I think the first time he was holding back though.
He was holding back, and now he killed Aunt May.
The second time he has had bloodless. So.
Oh wait! We can't forget that scene when they're on the roof sharing all their griefs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was so good.
That was a good scene.
First off,
when Amazing Spider-Man was talking about
he killed it with his like.
I mean, you're talking about the scene where Tom Holland's.
Yeah, when they find Tom,
and it's like you can't relate to me.
Yeah, and it's like we're probably the only. They had that Spider-Verse scene where it's like we're probably the only people that relate to you.
Yeah,
so like, I lost my aunt.
Was like in terms of acting, he did the best. Like out of all.
Who?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. He's the best.
He was so happy,
bro. Andrew Garfield is an amazing actor, bro. Watch Tick Tick Boom, bro. If you don't believe me. Boy, he's an amazing actor. One of my favorite actors of all time.
He really lied straight to my face when he said he was gonna play another Spider-Man. I was like, I was watching his little interview as like what people search up for Andrew Garfield, and it's like, and then one of the questions was, is Andrew Garfield gonna play another Spider-Man? And he really looked straight into that camera and said, no.
"Oh my god!"
I was like, Andrew Garfield's really not gonna be in this
that
movie.
Really very convincing. Jackson literally texted me in the middle of the night and sent me that link talking about, bro, he's not gonna be in the movie, bro.
You can't trust these actors, fam.
They're actors. In the name,
right?
Yeah. But did y'all realize that they didn't even show up to their own movie premiere?
That's dedication, bro.
That is big dedication.
Like, they didn't even pull it to the premiere.
I mean, they getting paid not to pull up, so
that's true. That's very true.
I mean, they probably had an NDA and everything, bro. Like, so
oh yeah.
They would have gotten sued if they let the cat out the bag.
They would have gotten shot if they said anything about the movie, bro.
Assassinated.
Nah, they had a red dot on them at all times for every single time they went out, bro. To the grocery store, to the mall.
Andrew Garfield found dead in his tub.
Literally, because he told his mom. Because he was just talking to his mom. And he said, "You know, I might be in this Spider-Man."
Like Nick Fury himself.
So they ended up making the they end up making the different antidotes and stuff for each of the villain, and then they have just a really good scene at the top of the scaffolding. They're trying to make the Statue of Liberty have a shield and stuff, so there's a bunch of scaffolding and stuff like that, and they just have really good scenes where they're all like pointing at each other, doing a little Spider-Man meme.
This man Matthew was shouting in the theater when they did that.
No,
that was so funny.
I said if they have all of them in the movie, they're gonna do the little meme thing where they all do the pointy thing.
Yeah, they did that like twice. They did that like once in the lab, talking about like, yo, he's Peter Parker. No, he's Peter Parker.
Oh yeah.
And then they did like it again when it's like, yo, you're Peter 1, you're Peter 2, you're Peter 2.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, bro, I knew they were gonna have it. Also, did you see like right before they fought, they had that scene and they all like were in different poses and they were kind of like their own.
Oh my gosh,
that was so good.
I was like, yo, that
was fire.
Yeah,
that's probably one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. It's seeing that once they finally got their coordination down.
And they started slinging webs off each other and stuff.
Yeah, that was fire. Oh my gosh.
He swung to them forward and they
at first they were getting waxed. And then they decided like, yo, we gotta coordinate our attacks, we gotta coordinate our punches. Then they came out, boys, they were all like having fun, swinging. I wish that we got just a little bit more of that rapport of them like just having chemistry automatically because they all have the spider sense. I wish
how y'all bumping into each other and you all have the spider sense? Like, come on.
Yeah, that is true.
Two of them never worked as a team.
I would say this is something probably weird that y'all never heard of. I was low-key kind of thinking they would do. This is really far out there. This is really far-fetched. I was like, what if... what if they have, like... you ever seen, like, they do cartoon, like, over real life? This is so far-fetched. I was like, what if they had Miles Morales in the thing too? Like,
that's what I was saying.
That would have been way too much.
No,
but that
I mean, he got mentioned in the movie, though.
Yeah. What I thought they were gonna do is like Spider-Man was gonna like be watching TV, or somebody was gonna be on the TV and you were gonna see him, like for a split. Something.
I thought they were gonna put him in somehow, but that was just way too unrealistic. But I was hoping for it.
Well, we didn't talk about how Tom beat the bricks off of Goblin at the end of the
but before that, I liked how each of the things like when MJ was falling. How fast the Goblin Spider came and saved him, and it was like they had so many callbacks to like everything.
Vindication.
Yes, and even with like the Tobey Maguire was
the best one. He was the best one, bro. Andrew Garfield was the best one, and he got redeemed.
So
like,
I agree.
They really were just like, Sony did you bad. Come with us in Marvel, bro. We'll redo you right. Don't worry. We redid Venom. We're gonna redo Fantastic Four. We'll redo you two one last time. They even redid Electro. Electro didn't even deserve it, and they still redid him well. Like, come on, man.
Bro, speaking of Electro, that scene where he came back. On the way to the movie theater, I was in the car with my brothers, and we was playing literally the Electro Suite, his theme song. And I was like, it'd be dope if they include that in the movie. And we were laughing, we were slapping. We were like, yeah, but that's not gonna happen. That's way too ambitious. That would never happen. And then when that man materializes on the power lines and you hear them like play his theme, I was so shook. I was like, wow, they really did it.
The attention
this is the movie I asked for. It's so good.
The care that they put into these characters and into this movie,
yes,
unmatched. It was pure fan service, bro. Like
truly,
2 hours of fan service. Like, not many movies do that, bro. Not many movies do that.
Do it well.
No, I don't know any movie that's done it like correctly.
Well, because there's still that the Last Jedi or whatever when it was all fan service.
Let's not talk about that.
Trash movie. I hated it.
But even with the second. Oh no! Go ahead.
Oh no! I was just gonna say, whenever all three of the Spider-Men were talking about like who they fought, and then one Tom Holland was like, "Yeah, I've been in space and on Earth fighting an alien," and then Toby was like, "Yeah, I fought an alien too," and then Andrew was like, "Y'all fought aliens?" And he's
He's like, "You're amazing, bro." It's like,
oh yeah,
that's so beautiful.
Spider-Man. I was like, bro.
I loved how they talked about because I wanted them to talk about the organic webs versus web shooters too. they're like, yo,
yeah,
it just comes out of
Yeah. I was very satisfied about that part.
Like, I'm so glad they didn't correct anything of him, especially even his back, even as down to his back problems. That was so funny too.
bro.
They got that bad back. I was like, that was just so good.
I was thinking he'd say my back once he like, cracked it for him, but he didn't. But we got enough.
Yeah, man. And I also liked how he was one to just like stop the glider from Tom Holland's Spider-Man from killing him using the glider. Because that was the same. It was just so good. Like all the same ways.
It was
like
poetic.
Someone had died before.
Very
and
poetic.
Those specific Spider-Man stopped it. It was just like
because that was his villain. Of all the people that would have wanted Green Goblin dead, it would have been Peter Parker from his his universe.
Like this is what I'm talking about. It was too straightforward of a movie. It was like, what is going on, bro? And then like in the background, you can see that happening.
Straightforward. They literally had him fighting on a subway train, folding inside out. The whole movie was upside down. There was nothing straightforward about that movie. That movie was nutty.
He literally beat Doctor Strange in a matter of 10 minutes, my guy.
Bro,
that was such a plot. Outsmarted him. If it was anywhere else, Doctor Strange would have bolted him, but he just outsmarted him. He's not stronger than Doctor Strange or anything. But I understand how he beat him in that moment.
Doctor Strange wasn't even fighting him though. He was just saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally a superhero movie. Do you want it? If he really wanted to, when he punched Spider-Man and made him come out of his soul as if he just smoked a blunt,
he could have ended it right there.
He could have.
No, but that's the thing. He couldn't have because Spider-Man was moving around even without his soul.
No, not like that.
They didn't explain how that happened.
Messiah, why you keep saying no, bro? You saw it in the movie.
No, but it's not like he was going
after he was outside of his
you
body.
telling me his little body was about to be possessed and he was about to dodge everything that like Dr. Strange was doing to him? It literally, bro, that was a nod to Spider-Man's reflexes and it's like spider sense. Like he's got those lightning fast reflexes, but he couldn't move his body. Homie was suspended in the air. Like he's not fixing to. He can move his arms. That's about it. But nothing else is fixing to happen to that man. Yeah. If he's stationary and Doctor Strange actually is like intent to harm him, it's over for that boy.
Bro, also Messiah, going off of what Messiah said, you realize Doctor Strange wasn't like, oh, I can't beat him. He was just surprised. He was like, how is this happening? Because he never saw it before.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like homie was confused.
Do y'all remember in Avengers when he literally took off one of the Herald's arms with his gate? Do you honestly believe if he could take off that thing's thick arm like a tree trunk, he can't take Peter Parker's skinny neck? Like,
that's all I'm
saying. But he wasn't trying to hurt him though, so y'all gotta.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't trying to kill him.
Holding back.
He didn't want to kill him. Why would
he didn't even want to hurt him? He just wanted to trap him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you think that would look? This grown man killing a child.
Do you really want to save the world like how he was trying to do it in the movie, and like how he was trying to kill all the other villains? He would have just taken Tom too. Honestly, like it was the continuity of it wasn't.
Doctor Strange is not that OD, bro. No. You gotta remember he's still a hero.
Listen, Jackson, this is the reason why you and me are in school to be engineers, bro. We are not English writers because you don't even know what you're saying, bro. You are not good at writing a story. This is the reason why we're doing what we do. You are not meant to be writing
the movie could have ended in the first 10 minutes, bro.
Doctor Strange was not trying to kill this man, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Doctor Strange was not boxing. He was not.
Even if Spider-Man's a grown man, he wouldn't be killing him, let alone a boy. He's literally like 3 times his age.
You realize
that's the thing. Okay.
Spider-Man just murders a 19-year-old kid.
But that's like the thing. 17
in this one.
Wait, Jackson,
if what y'all saying is true, then that means that Doctor Strange had to have seen that Spider-Man winning was the best thing for the universe.
He doesn't have time.
Oh no!
Wait,
he would have. Wait, time.
You're jumping the gun.
Jackson, think about it. He doesn't have Infinity Stone. First off, so it's not like he could just see everything like that, like he used to. And then on top of that, you realize anytime he does something like that, it's so he could save the universe. Like the reason why he was gonna send all of them back, just so that even though they died, is because they were gonna destroy all the universes combined.
But let's talk about why Doctor Strange lost. It wasn't because he lost because Peter Parker's stronger. He lost because homie was holding back, and he was like had his guard down, and then Peter Parker outsmarted him in that moment because he wasn't expecting that from him.
Down.
Bro,
he's fighting
against his ally, Peter Parker. You think he's gonna come with the smoke for Peter Parker?
Listen, bro, you know why he lost? He lost because it doesn't matter to the plot in the grand scheme of things. It was literally.
But you're literally saying it's plot, bro. You're saying it's writing.
No, it's not even plot though.
Story needed to progress. It doesn't matter. It really did
what about this?
Have you ever that Spider-Man lost because of the story?
No,
yes,
that's not what I'm saying.
Yes. At that, no. How about this, bro? He lost because Doctor Strange has a new coming movie, bro, and he's not the star of this movie. This is Spider-Man. That's why he lost.
Y'all thinking way too hard about this.
But you can still make it make sense.
Can we move on?
Before you go, let me get this out, bro. You ever been fighting with a little kid?
Can we move on?
It's too late. I'm already on it. You ever been fighting with a little kid? You've been fighting with a little kid, right? But you're not fixing to hurt this child. What you look like kicking this kid in the face? You know you can put him 10 feet in the air, but you're not fixing to do that. But here's the thing. Is that kid? He's doing everything he can to win because you're much stronger than him. And he knows he has no chance. So he's going to pull some slick stuff. He's going to punch you in the balls. You're not expecting him to punch you in the balls. Why would he punch you in the balls for? But you were incapacitated in that moment. You didn't lose the fight. You're not weaker than this man. He got one up on you.
But there has to be. Listen, because Spider-Man, he was underestimating Spider-Man. Is that why it was?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I understand that. Okay, if he lost because he was underestimating Spider-Man, then that's cool.
Where where Goblin breaks the little spell box thing, right? And then it cracks into the universe, and you see like all the little villains, and they focus
that was fire
on Scorpion.
Wait, pause on that real quick.
Rhino.
When he put that Green Goblin grenade in there, that thing got me, bro. I was like, yo, Doctor Strange was not ready, bro. He caught the box, and you saw it. That part was
I love that because it showed that.
Yeah, did you think they actually showed Craven? Like they had the man with
was Craven?
Yeah, bro, I saw that too. I thought that was him.
They had
all I knew was it was Scorpion and Rhino.
I seen
a guy with a spear. I was like, what Spider-Man villain has a spear? That had
Craven the Hunter.
Like that's only it. It reminded me exactly of like Spectacular Spider-Man. Like that Craven was so scary. That was
if they do add Craven, oh my gosh, that would be really good.
Let's see. We talked about basically everything. They fixed everything because Doctor Strange makes it to where everybody will just forget that Peter Parker ever existed. So that was kind of sad. And you could see like the it was sad. It was sad.
Very sad.
Sorry. But
it was.
So you can just see the sacrifice. It was like literally sacrifice because it's like, all right, this man literally doesn't exist anymore. And so he pulls up to the cafe where MJ works at. And, you know, he has this whole speech plan and everything like that. And he goes up to her, he's talking. And, you know, you think that she's about to be like, all right, listen, I'm Peter Parker. You know, you don't know me, I'm Peter Parker. And then, you know, it's going to fade to black or something like that. But they turn that completely on its head where, you know, she moves her hair and he sees the laceration on her head and he sees the Band-Aid and he's like, wait, I might put this girl in danger again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want her to go through that. I see Ned, they're both going to MIT. I don't want to mess up their lives, even though it's going to hurt me. Like, I don't want to mess up their lives. So, you know, he self-sacrificed that. He self-sacrifices his love, his connections. He has literally nobody in the world anymore.
He's probably going to MIT because he has to take the GED and all that again. So,
and it's so crazy too because it's just like,
please.
That's just sad that he has to take the GED. He can't even graduate. Like
he can't even graduate because
not getting that great of a job with a GED.
But that's the thing. So no one, like, he literally has to start his whole life over again. So it's like he's actual Peter Parker, broke, living in a
now he's gonna become a photographer or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's
probably work for the Daily Bugle and then
or something like that. Or something like that.
Because there's no like thought of him even in his school or anywhere.
No, nowhere.
Everyone who's erased from
family members or nothing.
No pictures. He's literally erased from existence.
Wow.
So like any like memories that someone would have that include him, they're just overwritten and taken out. So like if I got hit by Peter Parker, I would just think that I got hit by maybe somebody else. And I don't remember how that happened or how that got there. At this point, it literally doesn't matter who's behind the mask anymore. Right. Because even if he does show his face, people are gonna be like, yo, who's that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like even having a secret identity doesn't even matter anymore.
Because Peter Parker never existed whatsoever.
Yeah, he can exist now though, but like it's just he literally has a clean slate.
Yeah,
it's just like respawn.
Let me take a second to introduce today's sponsor, xxSteam.
We as minorities don't often see ourselves represented in media as scientists, engineers, doctors, etc. And xxSteam aims to change that. xxSteam stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. And the two X's stand for the two X's in the female chromosome. Jade Frederick, CEO and artist behind xxSteam, aims to share a variety of STEM studies, female role models in STEM throughout history, and original characters through her art. She aims to introduce minorities to STEM fields while also providing representation to inspire women to pursue these careers. You can find these stickers and prints on her Etsy shop, xxSteam Studios. Check it out on her Instagram page, and the link is in the description. Thank you again to xxSteam for sponsoring this film. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I get my hands on one of these amazing stickers? Go buy them. Go to her Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/xxSteam Studios. The link will be in the description, and there's also a link on her Instagram page. All that's going to be linked down below. But we're also going to be giving away a couple of these stickers. So, in order for you to be entered, there are 3 steps. 1, you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. We don't do freeloaders here. 2, make sure that you follow xxSteam on Instagram and Dorm Talking on Instagram. 3, DM us on Instagram which sticker you want. So yeah, 3 easy steps. Subscribe, follow, and DM us. So yeah, special thanks again to xxSteam.